All right, people. We are live with Sports Talk. This is an impromptu one. Normally we're on the Friday evenings, but we're here. African King with Aekavin and Sports. Obviously, we were on Rasta Stocks channel previously, so go check out that live stream as well. But big sports news has happened in the last couple days in the world of football and basketball. But Aekavin, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. This is gonna be a bit interesting. I woke up to some big news today. I can't lie. As a Celtics fan, as a United fan, well, as a United fan, as a Celtics fan, I should say, because obviously United's my number one and the Celtics my number two. But yeah, I should. We have a lot to talk about. And apologies for the background noise if you do hear. There's construction going on outside. But anyways, you man, if anyone's in the chat, subscribe to King's channel. Get him to 40 subs. Are you on 40 subs already?
I'm on at the moment. Oh, 38. 38. I'm two away from 40.
Forget 40, get him to 50.
Yeah, man. Always trying to go higher and higher. No problem.
Facts,
But
bro,
yeah.
facts. Let's go, man.
Well,
Let's
big
go.
up to Rasta. Let's go. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to Rasta. Subscribe to AN Sports as well. But yeah, you know what? We'll start with the basketball news. We'll do it for a little bit. Obviously, we got our later on in AN Sports, we're gonna have our fully breakdown in our basketball pod. What's it called again? I forgot the name. Remind me of the name.
The Hoops Pod NBA. I might need to change the name. I can't lie. I'm thinking about changing it now. I don't know Hoops Pod is a bit. I don't know.
Hey, if you think of a new name, I'm down for that. Yes, people, let's go. Rest up. Yes. But yeah, the Hoops Pod is later today. We're gonna be fully talking about the finals, Game 7, and more. We'll go into more details in terms of some of the trades. But I would like your initial thoughts on the Celtics trade of Drew Holiday, for the youngster Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks. How are you feeling about that trade? Obviously, Drew Holiday was a good servant for your team. I helped you win a championship. How are you feeling about that trade?
Bro, first and foremost, yeah. I hope I don't get interrupted with the noise in the background, yeah. I just want to say thank you, Drew Holiday, for everything you've done in Boston. Because the moment you came in, the moment you came in, you and Porzingis made me believe that this team was something else. And I still do believe this team is something else. I still believe the Celtics team is very, very, very good. And I just want to say thank you, Drew Holiday, for everything that you've done for Boston, because you've been immense. You've been a great point guard. You've been a great servant for the Celtics. You've been a cult hero, in my opinion. He's a cult hero. I'd maybe say legend's a bit far, but cult hero 100%. 100% he's a cult hero. For Anthony Simons, that's a brilliant trade. That is a brilliant, brilliant trade pulled off once again by, for me, the best GM in the league, Brad Stevens. And I hate to brag, but for me, he is the best GM in the league. The move that he's just made not only does it help with the age, but look at the salary dump as well. Look at the salary dump. Because now we can keep Porzingis. We don't need to trade Porzingis no more. Because if you actually look at the salary dump from Anthony Simons to Drew Holiday, it's massive. It's like around 100 million to around 31 million or something. So I reckon this could be I reckon this is good. I reckon this is a good trade because it helps with age, it helps with health, potentially helps with the salary dump. Because the second apron bullshit that's just happened in the NBA. Yeah, we all know the second apron bullshit.
Yeah.
You all know what's
It's
going
a
on.
struggle.
Yeah, thank you so much, Garrett Williams and CJ McCollum. You absolute bums, yeah, for that. Because we could have kept this core together, but still. Anyways, Anthony Simons, I'm happy. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Anthony Simons this season, we're in my opinion, we're a top 2 seed in the East. We're a top 2 seed in the East with this trade, in my opinion. And honestly, I reckon we need to go get a big man. If Porzingis does leave, get a big man in. Get like a Walker Kessler. Get someone that can protect the rim. Someone that can get rebounds. Protect the rim. Help with the spacing of the floor. I'd maybe go as far as to look at Alperen Şengün, bro. I'd maybe go as far as that. I know it sounds crazy. I'd go as far as that, bro. Or even Walker Kessler, or Nick Claxton. Even one of them.
Nick Claxton might be possible. I think the Nets might be a possible destination that you
Mm,
could go for. Sengun's a bit too far because we're gonna talk about what the Rockets did. But yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna talk about what the Rockets did. But
Hmm.
going on to this, I think this is what you wanted for really from your Boston Celtics
Yeah.
to move on
Ambition.
the older player and getting some youth into the team. I think if
I
you
would
do a
have.
similar deal with
I'll be
Porzingis,
honest.
I think you on the right foot.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I would have wanted to. I would have wanted to keep Drew Holiday for just one more season because I reckon he still had one more year to offer for us. But in terms of salary dump, we had to do it.
Yeah,
If there was no second April, I would have kept him for one more year
yeah,
and moved
definitely,
him on
definitely.
here because he's
But
still a
you get
quality player.
younger. You get a younger
It's hard.
baller who's
I know, but
pulling out.
it's hard to replace a player like Drew Holiday, who's so good on both ends of the floor, man. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I would have kept him for at least one more season and moved him on. That's what I would have
yeah,
done. But listen, that's a great trade we just made right there.
yeah. Sometimes you may have to make a move a year earlier just so you can get a bit more. Because I feel you fleeced them in honesty. Because you also got two second round picks, and with Brad Stevens when it comes to those late picks, he can make he can turn something that's rough into a diamond. So with those picks as well. And with the picks with Porzingis, that can be even balled up into another trade that he may do in the future. So you never know what these pieces can lead to. So you've got a good piece for your starting core. Maybe add another big man as well, and then you've got something that you can keep for next season. And then when you get JT back, hey, not next season, but the season after, it may be looking scary.
I
It may be looking scary.
I reckon next season is already looking scary. I already reckon next season
It
is
just
looking scary.
depends when JT comes back and how he feels. But I feel like the
Yeah,
season after,
but this is what I think we will do. I don't think Jason Tatum will be out for the whole year. I reckon he'll be out for 8 months, but the Celtics are going to shut him down for a year and just
yeah,
bring him back the following year, just to ease him back in, just to ease his fitness. You don't
yeah,
want to risk
definitely,
him and
definitely,
ruin his career. So, and
yeah,
because we don't do the same with KD, we don't want to happen the same with Steph. We don't want the same to happen with other players. And look, and also prayers up to Tyrese Halliburton as well because that was sad
that was a bad one.
in the most important game of the franchise's history,
Yeah, yeah.
and it happened to your best player. I'm sorry, like
He was looking on fire before then.
yeah,
He
I
was
have to give
torching
credit,
it before then.
but I reckon OKC would have still won because if your team's gonna go scoreless for a whole quarter, right, and only one player is gonna step up, say TJ McConnell, then I'm sorry, you ain't gonna win the game. So big
I,
up to
I
the
think
Indiana
I
Pacers.
think it shows how big of a Miss Halliburton is because he's not just a scorer; he's a facilitator. And I
Yeah,
feel
even
like
with Halliburton, I still think they'd have lost the game because if the Pacers ain't scoring with if it's not Tyrese, look at TJ McConnell. He was the only one scoring. If it
yeah,
wasn't, if it was Tyrese Halliburton, I still think they would have lost because if anyone else is not scoring, if you're missing shots, you're turning the ball over, then you ain't winning the game in Game 7. I still think with Tyrese they would have still lost, in my opinion. But listen, big up
fair enough, fair enough. I think they
credit
would have
to the
won.
Indiana Pacers.
I think they would have won just the way he was playing from the start,
Yeah,
the
credit to
aggressiveness
the
he
Indiana
had.
Pacers. Credit to the Indiana Pacers. Like they went there for a reason. But I don't see the same. I don't see them being the same team next season. I'll be honest with you. But still, give credit to give credit where it's due to the Indiana Pacers.
No, they'll be back up there because the one thing I would say is this: they've gone back to
But
back,
then Tyrese,
the
then
back to
Tyrese,
back conference championships.
but then Tyrese Halliburton is what do you call it? Out
Yeah,
for a whole year.
yeah, exactly. So it's similar to the Tatum situation where you probably won't see Indiana or Boston make it all the way through the East, probably most likely. But we'll never know with Boston
I
and
reckon,
the
I reckon Boston can still make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. It just depends on who else we bring in now. It just depends on
yeah,
what other moves we make because I still think we have a good core there. Jalen Brown, Derek White, you got Anthony Simons. It depends. We might move him on again. Depends on salary. Like it depends if we get a good trade offer. For example, this makes me sound crazy. Yeah, Trey. Imagine we get Trey Young, right? And we have to give away Anthony Simons for Trey Young.
I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that.
You don't
In all
think so?
honesty,
Because
no. I
people
think
know,
Anthony Simons is someone that you keep. I think you get a big man in for Porzingis, and then you
right.
have a team that you can build for the next 3 4 years.
Mm.
Especially with the likes of JB, JT coming back. I think this season is just about getting the new players that you bring in to be comfortable with the team. Then the next year you go for the title. I think
Yeah.
that's what you should do.
I think we'll go for the title the following year. I think this year it's just about easing Tatum back in after
Yeah,
next year.
and easing the new signings in as well.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. But
because it's gonna change the way you play.
I still think we're a good team, though. I still think the Celtics team is going to be a really strong team. It's just I don't think I think you can still call us contenders, but we're not top 2 contenders. We're like
No,
top 3,
no.
top 4 contenders, in my opinion.
Yeah,
'Cause-
you're the 3 to 5 mark.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
top 2
Around
is
that, we're
probably
still.
Cleveland and maybe probably Indiana still probably second, just
I
because if
wouldn't
they
say.
keep their
I wouldn't say
actually no,
Indiana.
not Indiana. Who would be
Okay,
second?
OKC. OKC still
I'm
got it.
I'm talking about the East. East.
Oh,
I
the
think it'd
East.
be
Okay. I think Boston.
Cleveland,
I think Boston. I think Boston is.
Cleveland, then Boston. Then I don't
Yeah,
think
so
there's anyone else
I
out
think
of
it's
them
just
two.
Cleveland and Boston. I'll be honest with you, bro. It's just Cleveland and Boston, in my
Because
opinion. Like,
Indiana with no Halliburton.
yeah, Indiana no without Halliburton, and you also got the Bucks without Dame as well. Don't forget, Bucks without Dame
Yeah,
might be a struggle. And Knicks, I don't know how good the Knicks will be next year. It depends, honestly, because
depends what they do as well.
coaching change, squad change. So I still think Indiana. So I think Celtics and Cavs are still the top 2 teams.
I think the Pistons will be up there, and the Pistons will be up
I
there.
would look at the Magic. Maybe the Magic maybe could be a team.
Yeah,
Because
them two if they
if the
can stay healthy.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mo Wagner.
100%.
When Mo
100%.
Wagner comes back and when Jalen Suggs come back, okay, that might be a decent team right there. But
Yeah,
I don't think they're better than Boston. Still, for me, I still think they're not better than Boston. I still think they're slowly getting there. But in my opinion, I still think Cleveland and Boston are number 1 and 2 for me. I think Cleveland are number 1, Boston are number 2. That's what I think.
100%. But let's move to the West, to the big trade.
And maybe the Sixers might be a top 3 team as well, depending on what you call your.
We'll see what we do.
Because you got a lot of injuries as well, and that was a shame for you guys this season. I think the season wasn't that you were bad; it was just more your injuries that.
Yeah,
really
but we'll see what we do next season with the top 3 pick. Tyrese,
I reckon
obviously the rookie as well. He got
but
injured.
they have not drafted well in recent times. They have not drafted well in recent times, and
Yeah, I think if we keep it simple, get Ace Bailey and build around and have him in.
I think Ace Bailey goes number 2. I think he goes number 2. Ace Bailey goes number 2.
It depends. It depends who's the second team in the draft. Let me see.
Spurs have number 2. I think Spurs have number 2 pick.
I don't think they need him though. I think they may go for someone else. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the draft.
Chris Paul's leaving as well. Don't forget he's gonna leave.
Yeah, so they probably need a guard as well. But anyway,
it's not Jaylen Brown. I hope they don't trade for Jaylen Brown, man. I hope they don't trade for Jaylen Brown, man. Because you know what happens, bro. I get a bit. Because you know what happened with Marcus Smart. The Celtics started posting a lot about Marcus Smart, a lot of what he did before he got traded, and they're doing the same with Jaylen Brown. A bit scared. They're trading a lot of. They're making a lot of posts about Jaylen Brown, so I'm a bit scared. But I don't think it'll go anywhere. I don't think he'll go anywhere. I hope.
Big up mob base. Yeah.
Well,
we'll move to the West Coast to the big news. Obviously, Fnatic Fest having an interview, and then you get told you're going to Houston. KD
you saw the video, right? You saw the event. KD was like, he's got to trade, bro. That's a class. That was a class move, honestly. That was so class. Like that was so cool. Like the timing of it was so perfect as well.
He was looking up to the crowd, and they were saying, "You got to Houston. You got to Houston." I do have a quick question. Mob basis, has Celtics got the disability exception?
No, I don't think so. The disability exception. I don't think so. I think we traded away our trade exception as well. I think we traded away our trade exception already. The Grant Williams trade exception we traded away. The Malcolm Brogdon trade exception we traded away. So we have a lot of trade exceptions that have expired. But we traded away already.
Okay, cool.
So,
but the big trade. KD to the Rockets. Obviously, they kept most of their top talent. They got rid of was it Jalen and who else? Oh yeah, no, it was
Jalen Green.
That's
arguably the best player right there. Traded away.
No, because you got Sengun, you got a few others there.
True,
but Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, they got traded away. For me, I feel like with that one, in terms of bringing in KD, I think that was probably one of the best moves they could have made because they kept a lot of their talent and they also get a perennial scorer. But it's a 2-season thing. They need to win the title within the next 2 seasons, I think, for the Houston Rockets. I think that's what they've done. With that trade, they made themselves a win now team. They've only got really 2 seasons to kind of make it. But what do you think about that trade? Do you think it was the right move? You think they did what they needed to do?
I hope you Celtics fans remember this, yeah? I hope you remember all this. Hope you remember that. I'll always remember that for life, man. That was a brilliant what Drew Holiday did. But sorry, KD to the Rockets.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think
It was a good
that's
trade.
a great move. That's a great move, bro. That's a great move for Rockets. I think Rockets might contend next year now with that move. I reckon they're definitely contenders now next year. I don't think they'll come out of the West, but they should be contenders in my opinion in terms of the name and the players that they got. Alperen Şengün, you got Alperen Şengün already right there, quality player. Jalen Green gone, right? But trade it for Kevin Durant. Got the core of Fred VanVleet, who's been there, won a championship with the Raptors, right? So he has experience there. I don't know who else they got.
Amin Thompson as well, Jabari Smith.
Amin Thompson, bro, that guy is quality.
Yeah, look, this is the starting five. If you look at it, if Amin Thompson gets a jump shot, the way Sengun's going, Jabari Smith, Fred VanVleet with the experience, KD with his scoring, that is a strong five to have in the West. That is a strong five.
They finished second as well last year, bro. They could contend. They could contend with. Okay, I think they're better than LA already for me, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely. LA need to make a lot of moves themselves, and also
I don't think LA are contending next year. I'll be honest with you. I don't think LA contenders next year. I don't think they're contenders yet. I think they're contenders the following year.
They won't be contenders till they get a proper big man.
It depends on LeBron's fitness as well, bro. That's the one thing I worry about the Lakers is that LeBron James's fitness has been an issue because you've seen it this season already, and he went down with injury as well. Don't forget. So it depends how he will be next year. It depends how he will be because I don't see the Lakers being being top 2, top 3 contenders yet. But they'll definitely
need to be aggressive though in the
they'll get past the first round. They'll get past the first round, but I just don't see them making it to the finals this year. Next year, I mean.
Oh, bench as well. Ty Easton, Cam Whitmore, Steve.
Reed Shepherd's a good player. Steven Adams, bro. Steven Adams is another good one as well.
Yeah, Cam Whitmore, Tyrese. So they've got a solid team.
And guess who's their head coach as well? Guess who's their head coach?
One of the best.
And they just gave him a new contract. So they're up there, man.
I'm gonna lie. If I'm a betting man, put some money on Houston. Because they're rocking it up.
They could be number 1 in the West next year. You never know.
100%.
But I think it'll be Rockets versus OKC conference finals for me, if you ask
me.
Yeah. And Nuggets are a sleeper team in the West.
Nuggets sleeper, Clippers if they can keep fit as well. They'll be alright.
I think the Nuggets should trade away Jamal Murray and bring in a better second man. Because Jamal Murray didn't need help with Nikola Jokic this year. He didn't help Nikola Jokic.
Maybe, but he was solid. He was solid. I think.
No, he was.
He was solid. I just think I don't think it's the top guys that they need to improve with Denver. I think they need to improve the rosters in general.
Yeah.
But this move, it shockwaves in the West. I think Houston puts themselves right in contention to make it all the way to the NBA Finals next season with this team, especially if they stay healthy.
I agree 100%. The Rockets are definitely up there in terms of contenders. But yeah, this is also a good point by Mark Bowles. Durant has to stay healthy. He has to stay healthy. Because when I heard Kevin Durant was 37, I'm like, no way he's not 37 years old. I was like, there's no way this guy's 37. I went to check. Yeah. I was like, man's 36. There's no way. He does not look like he does not play like he's 36, bro. He plays like he's 33, 32, 33, man.
Yeah, only a couple years behind LeBron.
Man,
he's only got 2 years. Houston have 2 years to get that title. So
I think they got 3 years max.
Maybe three at max. Three at max, but next 2 years definitely. Next season should be their season.
Because they can replace Kevin Durant with a good enough player for this that matches his salary for sure. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Time flies. Crazy to still be doing this with an Achilles. Yeah, it does. And also, it's funny that all the big three from OKC all went to Houston. Also, there's been rumors about maybe them trying to bring in Westbrook to Houston. So that could even be finish the story.
They should keep him away from Houston, bro. The guy did not do shit at Houston. I'm sorry. Westbrook
finish the story. Bring back Westbrook. Westbrook Durant, get the ring together.
No, they should bring Chris Paul. No, Chris Paul will be a better player than that. I think bring Chris Paul.
Maybe we'll see where Chris Paul goes because I think he's being shopped as well. But yeah, I think in terms of the West, those two trades have been the blockbuster trades so far.
Chris Paul is such an unlucky player, man. He's such an unlucky player. He should have won so many finals, man.
Yeah, he should have.
He
He
should have.
should have.
In my opinion, the Suns should have won the 2021 finals. They were 2-0 up. They should have. They
Yeah,
should have
they
won that
were.
game 6. They should have won game 6, man. Not the way. And Drew Holiday stole that ball. They could have come back. But sorry, go on, bro.
Oh, that's an interesting point. Wonder what the Spurs are gonna do.
I reckon they'll draft.
Yeah, they'll draft. They'll have a good. Yeah, you're right. They got a draft pick, second pick in the draft. So we'll see where they get.
But they could trade it for someone big. And I hope it's not Jaylen Brown. I hope it's not Jaylen Brown. I want Jaylen Brown to stay.
Maybe. But Spurs are a sneaky team, especially hopefully Wemby's back healthy next season as well.
I think he'll be okay. He'll
be all right. He'll be all right.
I think, but the issue is, but the main issue I ask is, no, I think Giannis stays at Milwaukee. He said he wants to stay in Milwaukee. He's already staying. He's staying in Milwaukee for sure this season.
One more season? How many more seasons do you reckon he's staying at Milwaukee?
I think he'll stay at the end of his. I think he'll stay till the end of his contract.
When his contract ends, what year?
2026, 7, I think. I think 2 more years. He just signed a new one recently as well.
Oh well, yeah, true.
Yeah,
I think I give him 1 more year because if they aren't top 2, top 3 competing next year,
it would be a really good place for him to go.
Where?
Sorry, what you're saying first. Finish what you're saying first.
No. Where would he go?
I reckon he goes to. I reckon Dallas Mavericks might be a really, really good place for him to go. Because look, you have Cooper Flag potentially being drafted, right?
Yeah.
You already got if Kyrie can stay healthy in the next couple of years. With Giannis, you add Giannis to that team. That is a solid team already.
I don't think they can afford it because they got AD as well, so that's big money.
No, I think they move AD on. I think they move him on, and then they bring Giannis in.
I don't think so. I think what's his name? Nick Harrison likes AD too much to move him on. That's why he went for him. That's why he went for him. I think that was a personal choice of him.
I don't think so. It's just anyway. AD matches the salary of Luka. That's why I think that's what they traded for him.
No. I think Nick Harris himself actually likes AD as a player.
Fair enough, but I think AD might be gone in a few years as well. So I reckon maybe 2 more years. AD, depending on his fitness, depending on his health, right? Plus, you bring in Giannis, Cooper Flag, Kyrie. That 3 is going to be scary. You've replaced Luka Doncic very, very well, very, very well.
True, but I think Giannis either goes New York or LA. I think he goes to a big city.
Do you think he goes to New York? I don't think.
Or LA.
I don't think Knicks can afford it.
Knicks or Nets, one of them, or Lakers.
Nah, I don't see him going to New York. I think he'll go. I think he goes to potentially, or maybe the Spurs. Maybe
the Spurs as well. But I think he wants to go to a major city. That's the thing. Because every time you see him talk about it, he says, I want all my European brothers to be in the big markets. And he likes New York.
If they can afford maybe like if the Spurs aren't scared to trade away the pick, trade it to the Bucks, get Giannis in now.
Maybe. Nets would be a good one. I think Nets might be.
I don't know, man. It's because the Nets aren't really that like that supportive like that supportive a team. Like they don't really have the supporters like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I think the Knicks are a better move than the Nets because the Knicks have more fans as well, and the Nets are not really that team that's gonna sell out. You know what I'm trying to say?
And the Knicks have assets that they can move on as well.
They have Madison Square Garden as well. Madison Square Garden sells out, bro. The Brooklyn Center ain't selling out, bro. Like the Barclays Center ain't selling out.
The Brooklyn Center, that might sell.
The Barclays Center, no, it might, because that's what KD, Kyrie, and Harden did. But then, like I said, the Nets have plastic fans because that's what happened. Once they all left, no one's going no more.
Yeah, but Giannis is box office, so wherever he goes, he's gonna bring the fans.
When we went to Brooklyn, we outnumbered their fans. The Celtics fans outnumbered the Brooklyn fans in Brooklyn. So that's why I'm a bit like, I don't know about Brooklyn fans, man. I think the Knicks fans are more like they'll sell out more. Then I think you better go to New York. But then again, I also look at maybe the Clippers could be a good option. The Clippers could be a good option as well in the future because you also forget just because you're the Clippers does not mean you can't, like, it's not a big market. Los Angeles is a big market. Los Angeles is a big marketplace.
Yeah, so one of them 4 teams I think would be a shout. Clippers, Lakers,
or imagine this.
I don't think he goes Boston. I'll be honest. I'm being honest. I don't think you need him.
No, true.
With Tatum, I don't think you need him. Nick's got to get a coach. The players sort of threw Tibbs under the bus. That is true. I would say this though,
That's-
Tibbs for me, he's one of. I think the only problem I have with him is that he plays the starters too much. If he didn't do that, I think Knicks could have gone all the way, in my opinion.
Potentially.
But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what the Knicks do. But that's enough NBA. We'll be back for the hoops pod later on AN.
Oh, what about Desmond Bain to the what about Desmond Bain? There's only been 3 trades so far. We might as well talk about Desmond Bain.
Forgot about that one. Desmond
I'll
Bain.
ask,
Go.
I want to hear your thoughts on this. I don't really know much about it. I think it's an L trade, I'll be honest with you. You're trading me one of the best shooters to the Magic. Trading me one of the best shooters to the Magic. And
Oh,
have a good
wait! I forgot Desmond Bain to the Magic.
Yeah,
That is a good trade. That is a good trade for the Magic.
That's an L trade for the Grizzlies, though.
I think the Grizzlies are gonna blow it up, though. That's what it sounds like to me. That's a blow up trade.
It's good, man, because they still got Jaren Jackson Jr., who they drafted. They still got Ja Morant. You know, they still got a good team there. I don't think they blow it up, man, because they finished. Because don't forget, at one point they were 3rd in the West.
Yeah, true. But I still think they're tired of Ja, and I think Ja moves on at some point.
I don't know, man, because no one's gonna want Ja. He's a troublemaker. No one's gonna.
No, I think you could see Ja go many places. I think if he goes to the right culture, the right team,
I think Philly suits him well.
Philly would suit him. Spurs would suit him because that kind of atmosphere
Boston
would calm him down. Yeah,
Boston.
those kind of atmospheres would calm him down.
Yeah,
Magic gave up too much. Is that what you think, Mob Boss? That they gave up too much?
I don't think the Magic gave up too much. I think the Grizzlies gave up Desmond Bain. It's not a good trade, bro. And you're trading for KCP, and you're trading for who else again? What was the player again that they traded for?
KCP, Cole Anthony, number 16 pick in the 2025 draft. Suns' first round pick. Magic's first round pick. Hella picks though. They did give up hella picks, so it might.
I agree.
They did give up hella picks, so it might backfire for them. But it's a good move, I think, in terms of the current now.
I think it's an L trade for the Grizzlies, man. I'll be honest with you. L trade for the Grizzlies.
It depends what the Grizzlies are gonna do. Are they gonna blow it up? Are they gonna build around JJ and Triple J and Ja? Will be interesting.
Maybe.
Interesting. I do agree with Mob Boss that they gave up a lot. I'm gonna lie. That I looked at the amount of picks for Desmond Bain. That's a bit much. Because Houston gave away less for KD.
Yeah, Magic are definitely top four in the East because
definitely.
I think the Bucks will struggle a little because no Dame.
How long is Dame out for? Is he long term?
I think it's the same time as Jason Tatum. I'll be honest with you.
So yeah,
because don't forget, how old is Dame already? He's gonna come back. It's gonna be a bit kind of struggle a bit.
To be fair, at this point, the amount of time he gets injured, he might as well become Dame Dollar full time and become a rapper.
Sad, but it's true.
Yeah,
he should have won a championship, man. I can't lie. Dame should have won one.
He stayed up. He was too loyal to Portland. I'm gonna lie to you. You stayed there 11 years.
Harry Kane a bit. Does it give you Harry Kane vibes a bit?
Yeah, Harry Kane vibes. Too comfortable in one place. 11 years, and they never did enough to make a team around him to compete. They never really did enough. They came close, but never enough. It was never what it needed to be.
I hear it.
Never what it needed to be. But Dame Dollar's a solid player. For me, he's like a modern day, like you look at him as a modern day kind of AI type of talent that never won a title, but he's got that legend status, that Derrick Rose, Allen Iverson status of man. He's that guy, but he never won it.
Unfortunately, Carmelo Anthony as well.
Yeah, Carmelo as well. But yeah, we move on to football now. I understand football ain't footballing for you right now. It ain't footballing for me. We got battered by Flamengo in the Club World Cup. Mm-hmm. Wait, let me doubt Lillard, Tatum, and Harley play next year. True. I think all 3 of them will probably be out for the year. So yeah, for all 3 teams, it's gonna be a long year.
All 3 number zeros.
Yeah, all zeros. Yeah, so for all players, make sure you don't wear the number 0. It's cursed right now. That's what the streets are saying. The 0 curse.
Benedict Mathurin is wearing. I think he's wearing 00.
Yeah, but it's not 1-0. It's the 1-0. 0-0 make it cancels out the zeros. So zero cancel. That's what. That's
Now
why
you said you just said to cancel out the zeros. He's wearing 2 zeros.
exactly. But yeah, no. Let's talk football. Obviously, bigger bid for Embuemo. For United. How you feeling so far about this summer? It's been a very quiet summer for your team. In all honesty, in terms of especially, I feel like for United, you want to sell a lot of players, but I don't think anything's
Yeah.
really happening. You're
No,
outpricing them from the market.
I think they're. I think what we're gonna do is mm, we're gonna try and move Garnacho on, try and move Rashford on. Because I saw Garnacho in the Villa shirt, people saying it's not a big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. What do you mean it's not a big deal? Imagine wearing another Premier League club shirt when you've never played for them before. You're not even employed by Aston Villa. You're wearing an Aston Villa shirt. Are you all right? And it's only Garnacho's because the comments that he made recently as well is why it kind of outraged me.
Mm.
Amendola worn a Brighton shirt. Fair enough, maybe because he swapped shirts with the Brighton player. But Rashford never played against United. So why all of a sudden he's getting a Villa shirt with Rashford on the back? He's acting really, really weird right now, man. Sell Garnacho ASAP. Sell him ASAP.
Yeah.
He needs to go, man. He's a petty little kid, man. He needs to leave. He's pretending to be someone else he's not.
This is true. He can ball, but he is a bit. Yeah, he's a
Sorry.
bit too arrogant. You know what the thing is?
Go to Al Nassr Ronaldo since he loves Ronaldo so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true. I think him playing with Ronaldo, Messi, him getting a lot very young as well. I think United is one of those places that Wait, did that actually what? Not Forest got Timothy Weah. When did this happen? Man said Weah to the Forest.
No way. No way. That's
Agrees
insane.
transfer with Premier League side.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Wow, that's a big deal for Forest.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't nothing like the dad, but yeah, that's a nice deal if that actually is real. I will say this about Timothy Weah. One, I think he's a decent little striker. Two, I think that's what Forest needs. I think Chris Wood's getting on in age a bit, so they need to freshen up their attack. They've even got the guy from Botafogo. What's his name? Igor Botafogo. What the hell is his name? I think Igor Jesus as well. They got a couple players from Botafogo as well, so he's a good press player. Yeah, that's what they need. That's the style they play, though. I think they like the press. Yeah, Igor Jesus, my boss. Igor Jesus. So they got a couple players from Botafogo as well. So yeah, Forest are doing good deals. I think they're gonna be the favorites for the Conference League next season. I think they get rid of that trophy drought and they win that next season, undoubtedly. But yeah, that's a good deal. But back to the Garnacho. For me personally, I don't want him at my club just because I don't like that kind of player with that kind of attitude. Because it makes sense if you have that kind of attitude if you're that good. If you're Zlatan Ibrahimovic, cool, be arrogant because you're a baller. You're one of the best in the world. You know, you've got the stats to back it up. You've got the moments to back it up. You've got the overhead kicks. You've gone everywhere you've gone. You've dominated. You have the you've walked the walks. You talk the talk. You've got both. Garnacho hasn't done anything yet for him to have that kind of level.
Unfortunately, he's never won a Champions League.
Yeah. He's unlucky in that sense. Every time he leaves, they win a Champions League. But he's won multiple league titles, and that's the thing.
He won one with Milan, but he never won one with Milan.
Yeah, he never did.
Imagine him in that Milan team, bro. With what you call Ronaldinho, bro. Imagine put Ibra up top with that Milan team, bro. That's quality.
His biggest mistake was going to Barca. I think that was his biggest mistake.
Pep didn't like him for some reason.
Yeah. Pep never liked him, but Pep and Arteta are similar in the fact they don't like arrogant players. So that's why I don't think Garnacho will even go to Arsenal because I think he's too arrogant for them.
When did Pep start coaching?
Time ago, like mid 2000.
2009, isn't it? Wasn't it 2009?
Let me check because he was also the manager of the of their Barcelona B team. So I don't know when he started there. 2007 and then 2008 he was Barcelona coach.
So you're telling me Manchester United beat him in the semi-finals of the Euro in the Champions League? He was a manager when United beat him 1-0.
What year?
2008.
I think so. It may have been the year after because he was Barca B for a year. So it depends if it's the 07 08 or the 08 09 season.
07 08. 07 08.
07 08 he was a Barca B. He was at Barca B.
Okay. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he was in the youth team and then he came in and destroyed it. Actually, what do you think about Timothy Weah to Forest?
I have not watched much of Timothy Weah in like football, but I think he'll be decent. I think he'll be decent. I think him and Chris Wood will be a good front two. Decent front two maybe. Or maybe they play like a one and he'll come off the bench. Don't really have much to say. I've not watched much of Timothy Weah in my time watching football. I'm too busy watching footballers like, Vinny, Mbappe, Bellingham, all these guys. I'm busy watching these top dons in Madrid. So, no disrespect to Timothy Weah, I haven't really watched him much. That's all.
Fair enough. My boss says Garnacho is likely the 10th best young under 21 player. I don't know if he's top 10. You're gonna have to. I would actually like to know your list in terms of like top 10.
Nah, I disagree. He's not the best. He's not the best. He's not the 10th best under 21 player. He's much lower than that.
Yeah, because you got some guys coming through. You even at Arsenal, you got Nweri, you got Cherky, Echeverry.
You still got Jude Bellingham as well.
Yeah, you got Esteval. You got Franco Mastununu that's gonna go to Madrid. You got Buwadi that's at Lille. So you got guys as well that are. I think I would say he's top 20 under 21 players. I think he's up there, top 20. Maybe not top 10, maybe top 15. But I just think his arrogance suggests that he's top 2. That's what he acts like. He acts like he is the best in his age group, but he's not there. And I think for me, I feel like he needs a manager that can calm him down a bit. Because I think if he gets the right team that can calm him down a bit, he can be a quality player. He's just a bit too, too big-headed for because he ain't got no medals really on the table like that. If you think about it, for him to be to feel like this way, and he's not been a regular for United either like that as well. So yeah, man, I just feel like some young players when they get money too early, when they get that stardom too early, it takes them the wrong way, and some of these players end up going next levels. And you may see Garnacho in the next couple of years in some second half of the table Spanish team if he keeps this up, because a lot of the bigger teams doesn't want players like that. They care about culture. They care about winning.
He should be playing La Liga 3. That's how bad he is.
He's not that bad, but he might get there if he's still arrogant, because that's what happens to these type of players when they're young. You get a bad reputation, and if you get a bad reputation, most teams ain't gonna willing to take the risk on you, because even now not many teams are.
Imagine Garnacho in the era with Roy Keane. This guy would retire before he even started football.
A lot of players wouldn't have made it in that era. I'll be honest, most players wouldn't have made it.
This is why I say era back then is better than the era now.
Yeah. In terms of the mentality, in terms of
everything.
I'm not sure about quality, because quality of football has evolved over the years, but mentality in terms of the
because
thinking,
United was able to compete with one of the best Barcelona teams potentially ever. So
yeah. Early 2000s definitely, but for me, like even like when it comes to like late 90s, early 2000s, you're looking at Serie A, the teams they had. I think in general football was in a much better position than it is now in general, but I think there's still some quality out there. But yeah, I just think the game's evolved. It's changed in terms of what people expect from a player. But I think, Garnacho is one of those ones where
he used to go somewhere with somebody that's a good example, because he's not he's not being a good example of himself.
Mm, mm.
He's been hyped up by United fans, and he believes his own hype as well. And we gave him Ronaldo's chant as well. We gave him Ronaldo's chant. Don't forget, we gave him Ronaldo's chant. So
Yeah, true. And Wari Sevi. To be honest, with Garnacho, you also have to look at the likes of Yildiz, Conceição at Juventus. You even forget, like, in terms of Yamal. Yamal's up there as well. He's probably number one. So Garnacho's probably not the best, but he's top in terms of wingers, top 10 maybe the eighth, 10th range.
I don't want to say top 10. It's because he's playing for United. That's why you put him in top 10.
In young winners, under 21 wingers, he's probably top 10. If you think about it, top 10, maybe that 8th to 10th range, because you look at the likes of Yamal, and where is Savinho. You even got maybe Doku you could put up there. Then you look at the
I wouldn't put Doku up there.
Cherky. It just depends on what type of player. Because for me, Doku has everything but the finishing product. That's for me. Would you say Garnacho is better than Bowen and Barnes? He is better than Barnes slightly, but not better than Bowen.
Barnes is better.
Barnes for me is a bench option.
I watched a lot of Harvey Barnes, and for me, he plays well. He's a good player. But the thing is with Garnacho, he starts when he shouldn't. That's the problem with Garnacho. You might call Barnes a bench player, but Garnacho shouldn't even be starting for United. He should be on the bench.
Yeah, but I think Garnacho Barnes is close, but Bowen's a lot better than both.
In the final, the lineup should have been Onana in goal, right? It should have been Ligt, Mazraoui, and Euro, in my opinion, or Maguire, Euro, and Mazraoui, right? And then the midfield should have been Casemiro and Ugarte, and you play Ahmad, Xerxes, and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. I would also say this though, Garnacho doesn't suit the current style of play.
And also Dorgu at left wing back, because I wouldn't have played Luke Shaw, and Garnacho shouldn't, and that should have been the team that won us the final. And Garnacho wouldn't have made those fucking comments that would have got him in this position, because he got told to go find a new club by the manager. He should have been a bench option. He shouldn't even be starting for United, in my opinion.
I don't think he starts for United because I don't think he suits the formation you use. He's a winger. He's not a 10 and he's not a left mid, right mid. So I don't think he even suits your team in terms of that. So he needs to be moved on. But I don't think Barnes or Bowen is probably the only one out of those three names that could start for your team as that right-sided cam, because he would actually be well in that position. But the other two, they wouldn't play for you.
But hopefully we get Mbeumo done, man. Honestly.
Yeah, hopefully you do. That would be a good deal. Bush Baptist, big up to you. Garnacho is a very strange player. He's almost celebrating his career now like it's finishing rather than it started. Very sturdy, very strange, like he's celebrating future medals he may win. That's true. That's true. He is a bit. He's already thinks he got the medals on the table, and you never know. When it comes to these young players, you can't be that way too early because your career can go downhill very quickly. If you get a bad reputation, and it may not even be 100% true. He may be the nicest guy in person. He may be the most loveliest kid in person. He might be. We don't really know him personally, but what he's portraying and what he's showing on social media is of an arrogant dickhead. And if he's an arrogant dickhead, then no teams want that PR. No teams want that kind of player. If that's what people are seeing. Because then you're like, it's not worth the hassle that a player that kind of player brings. You just want guys that do their job, come in, no unnecessary stuff in the background, simple family, getting on with their life, love their football, doing that kind of. Because every time a player has a story, it looks bad on your club. Every time a player is doing something silly on the social media, it goes back to the club, and that's the problem that Garnacho is going to have, that he's going to put himself out of the market because he's showing. Yeah, he's already, and the price you're asking for is ridiculous as well.
We should have just accepted the first bid that came in for him, bro. We should have just accepted it, man. The one that came from Napoli from like January, I think. And said goodbye, because bro, imagine you accept that bid, and you get apparently the PSR level, that bullshit, right? The PSR level, right? You get
Mm-hmm.
180 million to spend. You
Yeah.
accepted that bid in January. All of a sudden, you have 180 million to spend. You can go replace him. You could have got. We could have got. We could have got Kvaratskhelia, bro. We could have challenged PSG for Kvaratskhelia. Come on, man. We should have done that. Like, I'm not trying to do this shoulda, woulda, coulda, but come on, man. Like, United made mistakes in the past. That's why it led to us why we're here right now. And if you go and look at Garnacho, right, the 40 million that came in, like I said, should have accepted it, and also, yeah, I reckon if we get 40 million from now, accept it and let him go, because you don't want players like that at the club. You don't want players like this at your club, right?
Mm.
And also, yeah, exactly. Like what Bush Baptist was saying about what do you call celebrating. Yeah, exactly. He's almost celebrating his career. Exactly, bro. He acts like he's not him, bro. He's like he pretends to be someone else that he's not. The fans made him believe his own hype. So yeah, and the price we're asking for is ridiculous as well. You need to move him on, bro. Yeah. But what were you saying before? What were you saying before? I kind of forgot what you were saying before I said this.
I forgot, but this is your top 10 wingers. First of all,
Like the attitude or something like that. Attitude's also an issue.
yeah, attitude. The thing about attitude, what I was saying is that it's the perception. When it comes to these players, it's perception. It's what people see. It's not about it, because in a lot of the time when you meet these people in real life, they may be the nicest people ever, but it's perception. Social media is perception. So when you see perception, these clubs actually care about that stuff, because it falls back to the club. Anytime someone steps out of a marriage, falls back to the club. Every time someone talks into the social media, it falls back into the club. Every time they have a bad interview, it falls back into the club.
We're asking for too much for these players as well. Like, just accept, let them go. If you want to let them go, let them go. Stop asking for more. Otherwise, clubs won't come back in for them. What if that one club is the only club in for him and no one else wants him? And you just all of a sudden ask for so much, and they say we're not going to sign him anymore.
Then they move on to different targets.
So you could
now
just move them
now
on
you can't sell him.
You know what I mean?
Now you got to load him.
Should have left him a long time ago, and we should have signed Kvaratskhelia to replace him, bro.
Brilliant deal for PSG. But in terms of this list, Nwaneri is not in the list, and Garnacho is not in the list. Gakpo, definitely.
I think Nwaneri is up there. Yeah, I think he is.
Not top 10 in terms of wingers. I wouldn't even put Foden for in terms of last season.
I still think Nwaneri is a winger even.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. He's a midfielder.
He's a 10.
He's a midfielder. But in terms of wingers, you forgot Savinho from Man City.
I'm not going to put Diaz over Palmer, by the way. Diaz is not better than Palmer for me.
To be honest, Palmer's not even plays as a winger. He's played as a 10. So
if you're basing it off of this season, okay, maybe I can understand it.
Yeah.
If you're basing it off of what you've seen this season, okay, I can understand that. But if you're basing it off of what recent times, Foden, Palmer, and Saka and Salah are the top four.
In terms of attacking players,
yeah, because Foden the previous season was the best Foden I've ever seen.
Yeah. But last season he had a drop off. Palmer had a drop off. I wouldn't put Nwaneri up there. I wouldn't put Garnacho up there either, because you look at like a Pedro Neto. I would put him maybe 10th, and then in terms of I would swap Nwaneri for like a Gakpo maybe. But I wouldn't even have Foden personally for last season. If it's based on last season, you're probably looking at maybe even a Harvey Barnes up there, maybe even an Eze up there, Cunha, because they can play on the wing.
I'm talking about the year before when Man City won the league.
Yeah. But it's not about what you've done then. It's about what you've done last season. For last season, he needs to improve himself again.
I think he improves this year. I reckon Phil Foden improves this year.
Yeah, I think with the ballers that they put around him, I think they'll be less reliant on him. And he'll be a better player.
He started to go into the season a bit, but all of a sudden he just fell off again.
So yeah, he fell off really big.
Yeah, he fell off.
Would you buy him at Chelsea, or if it would take him as part of a swap deal, or do you want him at Chelsea for start? Garnacho.
Yeah, would you take him?
No, I wouldn't take him. The honest truth is,
I agree.
As a player, maybe, because I think he'd be a decent backup left winger if we need him. But as the person, no, because I just think I don't want that kind of arrogance at my club. we already have Madueke. We already have one of them arrogant dons, so we don't need two of them. I mean, one per club at minimum. And swap deal. Let's be honest. The swap deal is what him for Nkunku. I mean, that's bad for both clubs. I don't think either clubs really gets better from it. In all honesty. And in terms of left wingers, I'd rather get a Rafael Leao. I'd rather maybe even go for a Jamie Gittins. I'd rather. Huh?
I watched Leao. I rate him, but this season has been one of the worst seasons I've ever seen Rafael Leao. I'm sorry.
But I'd rather him than Garnacho. No doubt about that.
Don't forget, I also watch AC Milan. So
Keenan Yildiz, I'd rather get Keenan Yildiz from Juventus if he's available. Like, there's other left wingers I'd rather get.
You guys should buy Vlahovic from Juventus as well. He's a quality striker.
I don't know.
He wants to leave as well. You should get him.
I don't know if we'll go for him, to be honest.
But you should. I reckon Vlahovic would be very, very good for Chelsea.
He's somewhat a big time player, has a work rate direct. But yeah, like as a player, fine. But I just don't. I think that other stuff, I don't. And his brother as well. His brother, who's his agent, talks too much. I don't want players like that. I remember when we had Costa, and all his agent did every January would talk, and it would cause problems. That's the kind of things you don't want at your club. You don't want agents that be talking about, he's not playing too many matches. I don't think he should be. He should be starting every week, blah, blah, blah. You don't want that kind of agent-player relationship where they're gassing him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me. I don't think United will be able to sell him, to be honest, after 30 in the Villa show. Who would now? I think you can get him out for a loan at max, but sell is going to be very difficult. What do you think? Do you think you're going to sell him or loan him?
I sell him. I don't think he goes to another Prem club. I think he goes to someone else in Europe.
How much do you get for him? How much you reckon?
40-45 million potentially, or a bit less. I think Leverkusen would be a good place for him to go because he likes Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag
that could be a good choice.
Yeah, go there and play instead of because don't forget Leverkusen got money from Florian Wirtz as well.
They got the money now.
So that could be a good deal. And then you bring in Garnacho to Leverkusen, bro. He might sell shirts there because Garnacho might be like a fan favorite of a player. And if you bring it to Leverkusen, Ten Hag likes him, good connection. So we might as well bring him there. Yeah. I don't want him. I want him gone though. I just want him gone. Get him gone ASAP.
I have a feeling that we might get him and Gittins. I think we get both of them. I'll be honest.
I think go for Gittins. I think Gittins is better.
Well, Onsin just dropped a tweet that is pretty much nearly happening. So.
Oh, what happened? Well, you're going for Bano Gittins already? Jamie Gittins already?
Yeah, that is accelerate. Let me get up the tweet what he said.
Yeah, bring it up. Because I stopped following Fabrizio Romano already. I turned off notifications for his tweets already because I'm tired of it. So many updates. I'm like, fuck off, man. Too many updates, man.
Look. Let me. Ornstein. You know these aren't 100%. When he tweets though. Let me present it. So yeah, pretty much. Oh wait, let me make this bigger. So Ornstein says proposed move from Bolton could be done imminently. Clubs talks in USA and hope agreement reached swiftly. Despite buying interest, 20-year-old winger fully committed to Chelsea 7-year deal.
And he doesn't need a visa as well. He's English. You get him done.
And Man City, Man City connection. So that's I think that's done.
He was at Man City.
Yeah, he was at the academy. That's what we do. Right? All we do now is bring in Man City dons.
But your academy is also quite good as well, though. I can't lie.
Yeah. So Newcastle have a couple of our fullbacks.
100%.
In terms of Livramento and Hall. So yeah, we've got some academy ballers out there.
My boss is asking, wasn't he linked to Barca and Madrid at one point? I don't think Gittins is linked to Madrid and Barca.
Wait, who are you talking about? Who wasn't he linked to Madrid and Barca?
I think someone Gittins.
Let us know, one boss.
Or Garnacho. Garnacho. I think Garnacho.
Let us know who you're talking about.
No, I think it was Garnacho. Because we were just talking about Garnacho before Gittins. You brought Gittins up. Yeah, I agree. I don't think so.
To be fair,
selling papers.
I think when it comes, Garnacho, yeah. At some point, I think he was probably linked to those two clubs. I think his reputation precedes him, and also those two clubs, if they want him, they probably would have already got him by now.
Yeah, I think because when Madrid and Barca are looking in for a player, it's done, bro. They're gonna sign him, man. It's like done.
Yeah.
Gonna get him, you know what I mean? It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I think at the end of last season, maybe that could have happened.
In the world. They have the best pool in the world, Madrid and Barca.
Yeah, end of last season is most likely, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like he needs to go back to Atletico Madrid. If I'm being honest.
When Madrid wants someone, you go and get him. It's not that difficult.
Plus, they don't need him.
Except for David De Gea. If you know, you know.
Yeah. The fax machine.
I was scared he was leaving, bro. I thought it was done. And then he signed a new contract. I'm like, oh my god, thank God.
The fax machine scandal.
And then they signed Courtois, and then they signed Keylor Navas, and then they signed the Spanish keeper. I'm like, oh my god, thank God. But you know Real Madrid did as well? They also were gonna give us Keylor Navas. I wouldn't have minded that Keylor Navas, but honestly, bro, I know, man. I know. I'm so glad we kept David De Gea, bro. I love David De
Gea. Yeah.
I
think you let him go too early here, if all honesty.
David De Gea.
Because he didn't. Yeah, I think you did.
I agree. He should have been backup keeper at least, Onana.
Yeah, kept him for a year or so, maybe as a backup.
And then competition for Onana. Then he would have brought, and he come back into the lineup. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Ten Hag, screw you. Ten Hag ruined everything again. This is why I make the statement. He didn't even come to United to help United. He came to help Liverpool, bro. That's what he did. I look at Liverpool now. Gerald Kwanzaa, they had the money for Gerald Kwanzaa. They're gonna get Mark Guehi now because of that money.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm annoyed by that one though, Mark Guehi, because I wanted him at my club, but
I hate Ten Hag, man. He's the worst thing that ever happened to United in recent times. Worst everything that happened to us in recent times.
Do you think both clubs will improve on last season? Baptiste, go ahead first. Do you think your club will improve?
I don't know. I think we'll finish in a better position, but I don't know. It, like I said, it depends on it depends if we get the players that I think we should get. For example, if Al Hilal were in for Theo Hernandez, for example, we're in for Edison from Atalanta. For example, you get Gyökeres, you go and get or an Osimhen, or you go and get Mbeumo, Cunha's done. Get a proper right wing back, a keeper, and maybe a left-sided defender. Then that's top 4 for me. But now I'm looking. I think we're finishing 10th, bro. I'll be real. I
mean, five. That's improvement at least. A small improvement. Five places.
I ain't celebrating nothing, bro. Unless we win an FA Cup. Unless we win an FA Cup, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Unless we win like a League Cup or an FA Cup or like a domestic or like just a domestic cup along the way, I'd be okay. Because I don't want to go trophyless. I hate going trophyless, bro. I want to win something every year. We should have won the Europa League this year. And we should have won, and we should win something next year. We should always go for something every year. Just look at Man City, look at Pep. They always take everything seriously, don't they?
They do. They've had a bad last season though, and that's why they're spending so much money.
I don't know why people are laughing at the League Cup as if it's like something like that you can't take seriously. The reason why Pep wins is because nobody takes it seriously.
Yeah.
And Pep takes it seriously. That's why he wins it, bro.
You know it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point. You win that League Cup, it pushes you on to win.
Look at Newcastle. Look at Newcastle. They got Champions League as well.
Yeah, that pushed ever since they won that cup, their team was on another level after that. They won another level.
We lost 7-0 to Liverpool the following weekend. I thought after winning the League Cup, I thought when Ten Hag won the League Cup, I was like, bro, I was like literally
10 hurrah minute. I
literally
exception, not the rule.
I thought United were coming back when we won that League Cup because obviously don't forget the rumors with the Qatari takeover as well.
Yeah, it was a good period for a little bit. For a little bit, you were excited.
Good period, yeah. And then all of a sudden we were linked to these players and like, oh my days, bro, we might be coming back. And I'm like humbled the following weekend by Liverpool. So
let me answer this question quickly. I'm gonna keep it very short and brief. If we don't buy a proper striker and a proper goalkeeper, we ain't improving on last season. Because Sanchez in goal, the lap is all right, but he's not a starter. I think he's a backup. I get rid of Jackson, get me a proper goal scorer, get me Osimhen. If you got me Osimhen and Mike Mignon, yeah,
Mike Mignon,
we can reach for the
you,
stars.
you can take him. You ain't taking him, bro. He's my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can reach for the stars if you get those two, but we're not doing that.
Teo Hernandez should be, well, my opinion.
Yeah, he's good.
Teo Hernandez as well. He's a good player.
Mobus, I still don't know about he's quick, but we'll develop at Chelsea.
We need to sign Cucurella. We need to sign Cucurella from you guys on loan as well.
Oh, thank. That didn't happen. Yeah, man.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Poch tax that on that. Poch tax on that.
He said Haaland trembled. He didn't win anything, and Haaland didn't win anything this year. He actually fell.
Yeah.
But he got trembled by Haaland at the start, so almost awful.
Yeah. I still don't know about Gittins, but he's quick. But we'll develop at Chelsea. But will he develop at Chelsea? I think he will because we got young players. I think in terms of them as a group unit, we'll develop together. But I don't know how good he can be. That's going to be the interesting one.
Yeah, I hear that.
Who has a higher ceiling, Paez or Gittins? I would say Paez. I think Paez and Esteval, the two South American young G's.
I want Paez at United. I think Paez should be a good player. I don't know. I've not watched him much, but I heard many good things about it. I'll take him at United.
Yeah. Well, he's at Chelsea, so you can't take him. And he's going to be at loan at Strasbourg.
No, I'm talking about the Paez from Real Madrid, the one that's on loan at Como. That's what he's talking about.
No, he's talking about Kendry Paez. Actually, Mobos, tell me which one you're talking about. Are you talking about Paz?
He's talking about Nico Paz. Yeah, Nico Paz. Sorry, he's talking about Nico Paz. Yeah.
Well, are you talking about Kendry Paez? Let me know, Mobos.
Okay, sorry. I thought he meant Nico Paz. My bad.
Yeah. But in terms of Paez, yeah, definitely Paez has a higher ceiling. But then Esteval has a higher ceiling than both of them. So
yeah, sorry. I thought he meant Nico Paz. Sorry, I thought he meant Nico Paz. My bad.
Yeah, Nico Paz. But Kendry Paez, he's going to be on loan for Strasbourg next season, so I think he will have good development. Especially Strasbourg, because the French league is probably the best league for a young player to play at outside of maybe Germany. And whereas the way Strasbourg has improved some of the players that went over there under Rossignol.
He doesn't know what getting where he'll develop quick at Chelsea. He is quick, but he'll develop at Chelsea. Fair enough.
I don't know if he will develop at Chelsea to the level he needs to be. You never know, innit? Because when you get to a big club too early, sometimes it stunts you because it adds extra pressure depending on the price tag, depending on the wages, depending on what's expected. So I think that's why I think Paez has a better chance because he's going to go to Strasbourg, so he's going to have less stress in the French league. He's just going to be there to ball out rather than Gittins is going to be seen as that left wing solution. Most teams. Rush Baptiste says most teams build from the back. I mean, goalkeeper first and solid centre back, then captain in midfield and the striker. Everyone is going for the striker. Could be a mistake. That's the thing. You need everything.
Can I answer this one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think our issues are the defense. I don't think our issues are defense and midfield. I think our issues last season was goal scoring because Højlund couldn't control the ball. He kept on losing it, and we couldn't hold. We didn't have hold up play, so we kept losing the ball in possession. He was one that kept losing the ball. So this is why I was saying we need a goal scorer. We need a striker who can hold the ball.
You need a goalkeeper as well, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Cunha has a good start, and Buemo's a good start, and Buemo would be nice next, and then go get a striker. So that's sorting out the front three. I think, I agree, and then get a goalkeeper, and then midfield and defense can sort it out some other time. I think that's fine, bro. I think midfield and defense is okay already, but my issue is the goalkeeper and the striker and the two attacking players. I agree on that one. Yeah. I think we should go for the striker first, though, because the striker was our biggest issue not having the season. We didn't have a proper striker this season to score goals. So that's number one. Like I said in January, Morata was available for a short-term deal. I said we should have gone for Morata on a short-term deal. And
that could have been an interesting one.
Because you know why? Because he was available. He was the only striker that was available at the time. We should have gone for him for a short-term deal and used him. Because I don't rate Morata to the extent that he is, but I would have put him up top.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have put him up top, and then I would have signed him to I'd have put him up top and then used him for a bit because we could have scored goals. We run a left wing back instead, bro. And I'm like, look, why do we need a left wing back when our issues are more goal scoring? So we brought a left wing back. Fine, Dorgo's a good player, but you need a left wing back. You need a striker, man. You need someone who can score goals. Morata would have been perfect for a short term deal, 1 or 2 year deal.
Yeah.
And then he come off the bench next season for another striker, bro. That'd be perfect. Morata off the bench next season, bro. Short term deal, that's done, bro. Morata will score goals for you. He's experienced in finals as well.
It's that Giroud type player, good with his head as well. He's good with headers.
Exactly. Hold up play
So
could be good as
he's
well.
good off the bench, that kind of player.
Good as well. So that's why I was saying we should have gotten Morata on a short term deal in January. People are telling me
100%.
nah. But we have Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy Rasmus Højlund, man. And enjoy.
Yeah. I think.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead about what were you gonna say about Xerxes?
I was just saying Xerxes is a good player as well, but that's.
Oh yeah. He's a solid player. For me, in terms of my team, yes. Goalkeeper, we need to improve on. We need another centre back to partner Colwell because Fofana's too injury prone. Our midfield is fine, and then striker. So we need multiple positions. That's why I say 5. I need 5 players: goalkeeper, centre back, backup left back, left wing, striker. If we can get those 5, I can see my team going for the right players, not just any Tom, Dick, and Harry. The right players, because if you make the right players in those positions, especially the goalkeeper, centre back, striker, that can get you an extra 10 to 15 points, right there, just from a decent goalkeeper, centre back combination. Get a proper striker, that's another 15 to 20 goals. That can get you maybe 5 to 6 points extra, maybe even more than that. Those extra points lead to you to being in a better position next season and maybe having a better season. So you need it all. That's the thing. When it comes to us teams like that, we need it all. So everyone is going for strikers, but at the same time, it just depends what else the team needs, and you need to get it all. Like I think most teams in the league need 5-6 signings. The only team that probably need only a couple is probably Arsenal, because their defense and goalkeeper's fine. Their midfield needs a couple bits and pieces. They're getting Zubimendi. They probably need an extra midfielder, and they need a striker and probably another winger. So Arsenal's probably the only team in the Prem that defense and goalkeeper's cool. Because even Liverpool need to get centre backs. I think Man City needed to sort out their full backs. They got Ait Nori, but they still need a right back. So a lot of the time, it just depends on team by team basis what you need. But a lot of teams need strikers, man. They do, and different type of strikers, goal scorers, facilitators, just based on the team as well. But is there anything else you wanna say before we go? Any other things you want to talk about quickly?
Just getting Wimbledon over the line, man. That's all I ask for. And the Celtics, please get a good center in for Porzingis if we trade him away, because the second April might be looking good for us now. So
100%.
And getting Wimbledon, man. Please, I'm expecting to see. I know all this here we go bullshit, but get it done by today, tomorrow, or something. I want to see updates and progress. I want to see Brentford have accepted the deal. I want to see transfers being. I want to see here we go tomorrow or something like that latest tomorrow. But listen, hopefully it's done. And keep on going from there. And hurry up with the deals.
Anything else coming up for your channel as well?
Yeah, tonight you and I are doing the NBA show tonight, King, on my channel. Tonight's gonna be a proper hoops pod. We're gonna do a live 2 hours NBA talk. We're finally done with the finals, so we're doing a half an hour bullshit. We're doing the 2 hour one tonight. I might push it back to a bit earlier so we can, it doesn't have to be too late for us. I might do like 12 p.m. East in America. I might do like 5 p.m. UK now tonight. I might push it back 1 hour. So we have
no problem. I'm gonna be free.
I think you have club. I think Chelsea played tonight, right? Club World Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in the evening, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll push it back. An hour, and then as for tomorrow, I'm on my channel with Rasta. Tomorrow, around this an hour, 2 hours earlier on today. Tomorrow, 2 hours 2 hours before my time right now. So let's say 1 p.m. my time or 1:30 p.m. my time, around like that. I'll be on Rasta. I'll be on my channel with Rasta. And transfer talk maybe I might do tomorrow, depending on things. Wimbledon coming up, F1 coming up. So
F1 this weekend. F1, yes, go.
And we have the knockout preview as well for the Club World Cup. So on Friday, Club World Cup knockout preview. See you guys on my channel. I got lots this week, and then Friday back on my channel again with Rasta for the United show. But then we have F1 and Wimbledon this weekend as well. So lots.
Yeah, I want to be there for that. I want to talk Wimbledon. I'm getting excited about tennis again.
Sure. Or I'll bring you in for the knockouts as well. Or I'll bring you in knockout. I'll bring you in for the final rounds. That'll be more interesting. This is just a preview for like the first week, second week. Just to talk about prospects and scouting and like prospects and potential, like just to give.
Oh no, I'll be there anyway, just to because I need to see who's the up and coming guys. Obviously, I know about Carlos Alcaraz, I know about Sinner, but I want to learn more about tennis. I'm trying to get back into it as a sport.
Last but not least, before I go, Djokovic number 25. It's coming. It's coming.
100%, 100%.
We're getting it. But yeah.
Anyway, for me this evening, 11 p.m. I'm on this channel with Rest of Stocks. Obviously, before that I'll be on AN Sports for the hoop NBA talk.
And I'm back here on Friday as well for your channel. I'm back here.
Oh yeah, we're back here Friday evening as well. Thursday on Rest of Stocks channel as well. So yeah. More content coming through, more streams. Obviously, I got my Club World Cup videos as well, so check them out. Obviously, I did a rant for the Chelsea one, but I'm a bit more, calm down for the rest of them. Just going through each of the games.
You win next game.
Yeah. So yeah, Club World Cup for Group A, Group B.
You're pretty much through already. You just need to get a draw.
Who knows? We got to beat Tunis. Can't disrespect them.
If you draw, you're good. You draw, you're good. Because I reckon Flamengo are going to win that game anyways.
Yeah, I think Flamengo should win that game, but we need to win. We need to win.
If Flamengo wins, you're good, bro. You just need to get a draw, and you're fine.
Yeah, but no, I want to beat the Tunisian team.
You will
as well. But yeah, I'll videos for Group A, Group B. Obviously those two groups have finished. And then preview for the next round as well coming soon. I'll try to be on AN Sports for that. But yeah,
Rasta, Mobbos, and Bush Baptist in the chat as well. Bush Baptist.
Yeah, but yeah, big up for everyone with the comments as well. And yeah, man, 100%, 100%. Back here at 11 with Rasta Stocks for Footy Talk. Also on AN Sports this evening. What time? 5 p.m. UK.
I think I'll push it back to 5 p.m. UK.
5 p.m. UK. Talking straight.
Or even 4 p.m. UK. I might do that as well. It depends.
Yeah, well, we'll say 5 p.m. for now. Maybe 4 p.m. Who knows? Get notifications on this channel, and we're going to be talking straight ball. Obviously, more details on the trades, more details on the finals as well. Looking forward to the next season for the draft as well.
Hopefully, there's another big blockbuster trade we can.
I hope so, man. Trades are coming thick and fast this trade season.
Hopefully, it's not with the Lakers. Hopefully, it's with someone else.
Yeah. Lakers in 5. I'm joking. Hopefully, my 76ers make some moves as well. But yeah, this has been Sports Talk
Thursday.
NBA draft Thursday. Gonna preview that as well. See the preview some of that as well. But looking forward to that. But yeah, this has been Sports Talk, Afrikan King, Aekavin, AN Sports, and we're out. Peace.